Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to another video, new setup. I know it's a bit different. And I'm using the BFF, the actual BFF. So this is just a little snippet of what it's going to look like. Hopefully I'm going to launch this next month. If not next month, the first week of December. My supplier is just being weird. I'm also late, to be honest with you. I should have done this a long time ago, but a lot has happened this year. So I'm just going to put this on the side. We'll get into this. I will start with the calendar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the date. So the first was on a Wednesday. So I'm going to actually say, let's start on Sunday the 29th. And the BFF is going to be very simple. I don't want to put too much into it, but I will show you a little bit. So I'm going to start the date on this side. So it's going to be 29, 30, right? No, 29th was on a Monday. Oh my gosh, I already messed it up. Okay, that doesn't matter then. Like that. And then Tuesday was the 30. Okay, so 31. Gosh, I already messed it up. Okay, so 1, and then 2, 3, 4. 31. Okay, so 31 days done. And basically what I spent for this past week that we just finished is on Friday we put in petrol and it was 200 rand. And then yesterday we ate out. And we spent 440. That is how much we have spent last week. And then today, which is Sunday the 5th, we just came back from doing grocery shopping. And we ended up spending 841 rand. Okay, so that's how much we have spent on food. That's basically how much we have spent in October so far. But the first payday was on the 1st, and I'm just gonna put this payday sticker. Don't know if you guys can see it right there. Just gonna put it here on the 1st. And the next payday is going to be on the 10th. So I'm going to put another one over there. Right here. Okay, so I've got 2 paydays coming. And as we go every week, I'll keep you updated as well on that. And what I am hoping we take care of this week is basically for this payday we will pay for rent, so we always work ahead. So when we pay for this rent, it's going to be for November rent. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to put this over here, and how much I'll put in rent is 12,000. So our rent is actually 11,500 rand, but there's also utilities and stuff. So I like putting a little bit more, just so if the utilities are like 600 rand or whatever, all I need to pay is 100 rand more. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually list our bills, and then if there's anything I need to populate on the calendar, I will do that. Okay, so this is basically going to be your monthly budget sheets. So this is how it's going to look. You're going to have a section for your income, Another section for all the bills you need to pay. So high priority bills, anything that is just like you have to pay for it, it's a debit order, you'll just put it over here. Then future me, so these are your investments, mainly your investments, your policies and things like that for future you. Subscriptions, so your Netflix, gyms, etc. And then we've got your variable expenses as well. What are the variable expense? When did you pay for it? How much you planned? How much you actually spent? The reason why this setup is different from this one, because these bills usually don't change. So, like for example, things like your medical aid, you cannot say I budgeted 3,000 and I end up paying 3,500 rand. It's not possible because it's a fixed bill. But you can, if you spent more on medical this month, you can add a medical expense. It's just that it was just for this month. It wasn't something like it was different from what you had budgeted, from what you had signed up for. I hope that makes sense. Same thing with subscriptions. I can't say for Netflix I budgeted 179 and I ended up paying 120 unless I knew that I'm cancelling one device or whatever. Then obviously the amount will drop. So that's why this setup is different from this one here. So as you can see with your debt attack section as well, it's got a section for title, paid and remaining, so you can track how much is remaining. So even if you do end up paying extra on the same title, you still write how much you have remaining just to keep track of that. And also sinking funds. I didn't put too much sinking funds because there's also future me. So future me can be things like, I do have a lot of you guys, like my clients, that have set up their investments with me. So the automatic investments like their unit trust or things like that. Even for Christmas, I've got clients that have money that's going to be paid out to them this coming December because they set up automatic unit trust for like 2,000 a month, etc., like playing a stokvel but by themselves, which is getting some interest, which is amazing. So they're going to put that on future self because that's not going to change. They signed up to be debited 2,000 into their investment portfolio, their unit trust, and that is what's going to be deducted. But for sinking funds, it's like short term, it's things that you are saving in your accounts, so they do change month to month. That's why I change them, I remove them from here. And you kind of also want to track how long you have to go and how much is left to go. So for example, if a sinking fund of mine is Christmas and I have put in 200 rand for Christmas to go, I am left with 5,800 because maybe my goal is 6,000 rand. So that's why I put it over here. So that's basically how this part looks, and I'm going to fill it out with you right now. So I'm going to zoom you guys in, and let's start with the income section. I'm using a different pen, which is much more brighter, so I like using it, but it means I can't erase it. I love the erasable pens because it means I don't make mistakes because I erase it, but they're not as bright. I need to get new ones. Okay, so income expected. So on the 1st, on the 10th, on the 20th, no, on the 15th, and then on the 25th, somewhere there. So these are the incomes expected. Anything bonus is going to be something I just put on my calendar. So income titles, we have salary 1, salary 2, the 2 salaries, and then we've got digital products and YouTube. Okay, so these are the income expected, and the amounts, I'm going to update that as I go. But for salary 1, obviously that money has come through. So that was 11,000. Okay. So the bills that we are now budgeting for, so these are again bills that don't usually change month to month. So bill number 1 is, it's not a bill, but I treat it like a bill because I don't want to forget. So that is giving. and that is 1.5. Okay, so the next bill that I'm going to put over here is going to be our rent. So it's going to be on the 10th, and we're budgeting 12,000. And then I'm also going to put here is our wills. So that is on the 15th. And that is 380 for 2 wills. And car insurance, and that is 870. And then we've got medical insurance. So I'm just going to put medical. And that is 1,560. And then we've got Wi-Fi. And that is 400 Rand. Yeah, I think that is it on our bills. So now I'm going to move to future self. On the 1st, we've got retirement. So that is our investments and life insurance. And also invest. Okay, so that's for Scala, for university investments and stuff. So for retirement, 1.5. For our life insurance, 2.4, which hopefully will be down next month. I know I've said that before. And for university, 1.5. Okay. And then we've got subscriptions, which we have quite a lot because of the business. But it's not a lot of money, it's just a lot of subscriptions. And the subscriptions is... Oh, some of them, the due dates, I get them mixed up. So I'm going to write the title, and as they debit, I will then update. So we've got Disney Plus. That one is new, 49 Rand. I know they are protesting and doing all of this. That's why there's a big special on Disney Plus. Because in America, there's big drama with the Jimmy Kimmel show and Hulu and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm glad we're saving money. And then there is Netflix, 179. And then there is Apple, which is due on the 21, and that one is 230. So that is for the whole family, that whole package thing. Then there's YouTube, which is actually due today, the 5th, and that one is, what is that, like 99? No, I think 105. I actually can't remember. I'm going to, must I leave it blank? Okay, so it's 105. Okay, and then after that we've got CapCut. So when is CapCut due? I don't know actually. Oh, actually I know, and it's due the 11th. And that one is 140. Yeah, so to edit videos, the short videos and stuff, guys, I'll pay. And then there is Canva. That one is due on, I think it's due on the 20th. Yeah, the 20th. And that one is also around 240, sometimes less, but I always budget for more because it's in dollars. It just depends on how the rand is doing. And then there is Shopify. That one's around 500 Rand, around the 25th. Then there is Tala, which is 350. Also don't know the date properly. And then there is school. That's where I am hosting my Wealth by Wisdom membership group. And that one is $160. And then there is Adobe Suite. Yeah, like how I said, we got quite a lot of subscriptions. And that one is $650, I think. $650. Many chats, we're not paying for that for now. Yeah, I think that is all. And I also pay for ChatGPT. I have the premium one just because, again, I do use a lot of automations, and I'll teach you all of that in the bootcamp that is starting on Friday. So if you want to learn how to make money off digital products, if you want to start your own online business, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not an overnight success thing, but it will teach you skills that will help you one day be able to lose your job, as I've done. Then you are welcome to sign up, and it's going to be the whole quarter thing, so 3 months boot camp. And yeah, you can buy it in per month, which is around 233 Rand a month. Or you can buy all 3 at once. I'll have everything linked below, or you can just join the school. And yeah, I'll show you how to use ChatGPT and stuff, which is the future. So don't get left behind. And ChatGPT is $350. But you can use the free one, of course. I'll show you how to use the free ones and stuff. Yeah, that is it on our subscriptions. Variable expenses. We've got food. And for food, we budget it weekly. So I'm going to write it 4 times because, yeah, we bought food today and we're going to buy food again and again and again. So 4 times for this month. So food, food, so 4 times. And the date we are looking at is every Sunday we do a little trip to buy food. Now, I'm not saying that it's not going to happen that you're not going to buy food during the week. If it does happen, obviously you just track it on your calendar, but try your best to budget weekly. And every single month, well, every single week, because we do it weekly, we plan to spend 1,000. That is our goal. We try our best not to spend more than 4,000 in a month on food. And since we've already done our food shopping today and we spent 841 Rand, we are happy with that. So I'm going to tick that. That is all done for food. Another variable expense is petrol. So for petrol, I've been putting 200 Rand and it's been lasting me. So I am going to budget for petrol, 1,000 Rand for the month. And I'll obviously update you as I go, how much we end up spending. I've already put in 200 Rand as you saw on my calendar, so I'll keep track of that. Another expense, I'm just trying to remember what's the other variable expense that we have. Oh yeah, it's beauty. So for beauty, I usually do budget around 1,200 Rand, and I will keep track on that as well, on how much I end up spending on beauty. And I'm going to add me, Scala, and my husband KB. So I'm going to put Scala. I'm going to start cash stuffing once again, so I can show you how I basically budget our allowances But basically, so Skylar has a 200 Rand allowance for the month if she needs to spend more on stuff like her snacks or whatever. And I have 300 Rand and KB has 300 Rand, which is usually like 1 6-pack of beers and his cigarettes. But yeah, that's basically, and for me, it's usually if I'm like on my period and I'm craving a chocolate or whatever. So that's our allowance. So I'll keep you updated on that. And I'm going to do a cash stuffing video showing you how I cash stuff my envelope. And hopefully I will be able to launch the wallets as well. I'm just all over the place. I didn't plan properly being self-employed for the new year, so I kind of spent quite a lot of money on other high priority bills that I overspent for on business, let me put it that way. And now I'm like, oh crap, I need to, restock some stuff. And now I'm like, oh crap, and I don't have the funds. But by the grace of God, you saw that I did a paid partnership video with Standard Bank. So that is just God's grace, because when that money comes out, I will be able to hopefully restock the wallets and challenges and stuff. So that should be by end of the month or beginning of November, and then we should have this stuff by end of November. But I'll keep you updated on that. So let's move on to the debt attack. And we've got loan 1 and loan 2. These are our big annoying ones. And then we've got credit card 1 and credit card 2. So these are basically our 4 debts. And we pay on around the 25th, so I'll keep you updated on that. So I'm going to say 25th, and then credit cards, it's usually like the 26th. In sinking funds, we've got a Christmas fund. We also have a Black Friday fund. And we have a back to school. So I'm just going to go school 26 fund. And what I'm going to add for next year, but I just want to remember, actually I can start end of this year, is restock. So I want to actually have a dedicated, it can be in Time Bank or whatever account for restocking, because oh gosh, people don't talk about it when you get self-employed and trying to really organize your money. It's a mess. Okay, so this is basically our budget. So now what I can do is I can populate this onto the calendar of what is expected. So for example, on the 15th, we have actual bills that are due. So I'm going to put my bills due sticker, and I'll put the actual bills, which is our wills, which is our car insurance, and also a medical insurance. And these don't change, these bills. So for our wills is 380 Rand, our car insurance is 870, and medical is 1560. And let's see what other bills are due. So okay, giving is fine. Rent, I've already put it there, and then Wi-Fi on the 25th. But also on the 25th we have the loans and stuff. So put another bills due sticker there. and we've got Wi-Fi, and then hopefully you guys can see, sorry about the glare. Okay, we've got Wi-Fi, and then we've got loans and credit cards. Okay, for Wi-Fi we budget 400 rands. For the loans it's around 12,000, and for the credit card it's like 1,750. These are our bills that don't change, that are due. And then also we also had retirement, 1.5. We also had life insurance. I'm just gonna call it life, 2.4. And also investments of 1.5. Okay. Alrighty. This is basically the budget for the month of October. And what also is involved in here that is new is your weekly meal planning. I know a lot of you are going to be excited about this one, where you'll be able to plan your meals for the week. So you can write your menu, and then you can write your shopping for the week. We've already done this, so I'm not going to do it for this week. And at the bottom here you can write how much you actually ended up spending this week on your shopping. So that's a nice way to track it. And then also, because we're in a new quarter, I have created like a bullet kind of like journal looking, pages with all these little bullets in there for you to draw, create, section it yourself. I've already sectioned everything out when it comes to your budget and stuff. When it comes to your goals, I just thought you can just do whatever you desire to do. When it comes to your goals, you can section them with like faith, spirituality, personal, career, health, fitness, whatever. It's up to you. But I'm just going to list my goals for Q4 with you guys. So goal number 1 is the Digital Business Bootcamp. I just want to make sure it's a success, which I've been working so hard on it. So I'm sure it'll be fun. So again, if you want to join, I'll have it linked below. So Digital Business Bootcamp. Goal number 2, I want to lose 10 kgs in the next quarter. So I've gained so much weight, and oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. But anyways, I'm a transparent person, and you already know that, and most of you follow me because of that. So I started on 106 kgs in August, and I'm currently sitting on 102.7 kgs. So I've lost like, I guess 3 kgs, yeah. And I'm hoping now in October this month I will be on 101 or 100. I really just need to lose 3 kgs per month to get to my ultimate goal of 10 kgs by the end of the year. So we will see. I'll keep you updated on that. Okay, so I want to lose that. I also want to hit triple platinum. So you already know that I've been tracking like high flyers at work. It's like an award. It's a prestigious award that you get. So I want to hit triple high flyer platinum. So it's gonna make me focus a lot on work. I also want to eat more fruit, so increase my fruit consumption. Eat more fruits. I also want to drink more water. Another goal of mine is to launch the BFFs. and also launch the challenges. And I've got a surprise. Ooh, I made a mistake there. And I've got a surprise for the challenges, but can't tell you guys. You're gonna have to wait and see. And then I want, and I also need to work on the New Year bootcamp, which is going to be the Faith and Finance program. It's going to be for, it's going to be amazing. So I'm already working on it. I know. It's going to be just a great program for anyone who wants to strengthen their faith and their finance. Yeah, so I do recommend this program over here. It's going to be amazing. Learning how to manage your finance God's way. I also want to increase my income. And I think the last one is to work out daily. Okay, so these are my goals for quarter 4, and I'm just going to create the vision board later. Okay, I think that is it, you guys, on my October reset. In the next video, I'm going to be populating everything on my spreadsheet and also having a look at what I achieved in 2025 quarter 3, and also doing my vision board for quarter 4 as well. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really also hope you're excited for the launch of the BFFs. Just saw a snippet of how it's going to look, and I really love it. I do really love it, and also the stickers are going to be available as well. Comment down below if you have anything that you are suggesting I should add on, maybe the stickers. I think the BFF is final. I don't think I can add anything else over there, but you'll see the entire thing once I have the sample. So I'm currently working on the sample to hopefully have it in like 2 weeks or something, so that I can show you and we can open up pre-orders and start basically the process. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't. Bye.